Picture, if you will, a man settled deep in the quiet twilight of his life, surrounded by the fruits of his labor. The scent of success, perhaps the aroma of a fine meal, lingers in the air. His accounts are overflowing, his barns bursting. He surveys his kingdom, not with gratitude, perhaps, but with a profound sense of self-satisfaction, a calm certainty that he has secured his future, meticulously planned for every tomorrow. This feeling, this absolute conviction that all is well, that he is unshakable, is a powerful illusion, isn't it? It's a feeling that resonates with a desire many of us secretly hold, the desire for ultimate security, for a life free from worry, where every material need is abundantly met. This very human desire for security, for material comfort, often brings us to the feet of wisdom. And it was in such a context, amidst a bustling crowd eager for guidance from Jesus, that an interruption occurred. A man, seemingly burdened by a very practical concern, called out, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." It was a plea for arbitration, a request for Jesus to step into a family dispute and settle a matter of earthly possessions. But Jesus, in his characteristic way, saw beyond the immediate request to the deeper heart issue. He responded not by arbitrating the inheritance, but with a profound warning. He said, "Man, who made me a judge or an arbiter over you?" And then, turning to the crowd, his voice took on a serious, gentle tone. "Take heed and beware of covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses." There was a pause, a moment for those words to sink in. Life does not consist in abundance. What a countercultural statement, then as now. And to illustrate this vital truth, Jesus launched into a parable, a story that would echo through the ages, revealing the ultimate futility of a life lived solely for earthly gain. He began, "The land of a certain rich man yielded plentifully." Imagine the scene: fertile ground, abundant sunshine, and a harvest beyond his wildest dreams. This was not a man struggling. This was a man experiencing a phenomenal boom. His dilemma was not scarcity, but surplus. He mused to himself, turning the problem over in his mind. "What shall I do, since I have no room to store my crops?" His thoughts, we can imagine, weren't about sharing the bounty or using it to bless others. They were purely self-focused. And after much consideration, a solution presented itself, grand and decisive. "I will pull down my barns and build greater ones, and there I will store all my crops and my goods." He envisioned the immense new structures, brimming with wealth, a testament to his success and foresight. And then came the ultimate declaration of his self-sufficiency, spoken not to another person, but to his own soul. "And I will say to my soul, 'Soul, you have many goods laid up for many years. Take your ease, eat, drink, and be merry.'" Pause for a moment and consider this man's perspective. He had planned, he had worked, he had accumulated. He had secured his future, as far as he could see. He had achieved the dream, comfort, leisure, and freedom from worry for the rest of his days. In his own eyes, he was not just rich, but wise. He was set for life. But then a voice, not from this world, not from his carefully calculated plans, broke through the stillness of his self-congratulation. A voice of divine authority, cutting through the illusion of control. "Fool, this night your soul will be required of you. Then whose will these things be which you have provided?" It's a stark, chilling question, isn't it? Because in that instant, everything he had accumulated, everything he had planned for, vanished into the void. His security, his future, his very life were never truly his to control. The word fool here isn't an insult, it's a revelation of profound foolishness. He had built his entire identity, his peace and his future on something utterly transient, something that could be stripped away in a single breath. And Jesus concludes this unforgettable parable with a profound statement that ties it all together. So is he who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God. This parable isn't a condemnation of wealth itself. It's a powerful warning against the hoarding heart, against the mistaken belief that our true life, our real security, lies in material possessions. The rich man's sin wasn't having much, it was in thinking that having much was enough. He lived as if God didn't exist, as if eternity was a myth, and as if his life was entirely his to control and consume. To be rich toward God means something entirely different. It means valuing generosity over hoarding, recognizing that everything we have is a gift to be stewarded, not just accumulated. It means prioritizing eternal things, love, compassion, justice, faith, and serving others, over fleeting earthly gain. It means understanding that true security is found not in overflowing barns, but in a relationship with the one who holds our very breath in his hands. Perhaps, as you reflect on this story, you might consider, where are your deepest investments? Are they in the things that can be taken away in a single night? Or in the eternal, the intangible, the generous spirit that builds up treasures in heaven? This ancient parable invites us to reevaluate our priorities, to look beyond the immediate and the tangible, and to invest our lives in what truly lasts. For in the end, it's not what we gather, but what we give away that truly defines our richness. We invite you to share your thoughts on this timeless parable. What does being rich toward God mean to you in your daily life? Feel free to leave a comment below. And if you found this reflection thought-provoking, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more stories of wisdom. Until next time, may you be truly rich.